You ready to go winter camping? Let's go. You got it. Good girl. Okay. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. Today we're doing some winter camping near Vegas out in the Spring Mountain area, and we're about 30 minutes from town. Really not that far. I had to kind of book it out here right after work. I actually never camped in this area of Spring Mountain. This is called like the Blue Tree Camp group campsites. There's essentially no one out here because it's pretty freaking cold, which I need to put a jacket on right now. I actually thought there'd be a lot more snow than there is out here, but I'm not complaining. Find a stick, find a stick. Got Rio here with me this time, since last time I went out solo, a lot of you guys were asking where Rio was, and so I had to bring her this time. Oh, Rio, want your ball? What's that? What's that? Wow, there's actually a ton of spots out here. All right, guys, camp for the night. Not too shabby. Just in time for that sunset. Cheers, guys. Whew. I'm drinking this Shiner Pecan Ale. Candied pecan. Pecan. It's very seasonal. Tastes like the holidays or something. I'm not the most level right now, so it should be interesting hanging out inside. It's gonna remind me of like when Lily and Marshall on How I Met Your Mother bought that apartment that was, you know, crooked, and all of their stuff was just kind of like rolling over. It's kind of tough to get level out here just because we're literally on the side of a mountain. There's like barely anything that's like super flat. So I tried to level out as best I could with the max tracks, but it is what it is. There's always a fire ban out in Mount Charleston, Spring Mountain area, so I brought my propane fire pit. Man, it's like getting cold. The desert has softened me. So we're testing a new heater tonight. Shout out to Dottie for letting me borrow this. The first reason why I really dig this heater is because it fit in my little tote here. So this is my truck tote that I kind of outfitted to be both my truck and camping tote. So this is my minimalist setup right here. Okay. Hand warmers. #1 rule of winter camping. Have some of these in your jacket. You'll thank me. Especially jackets where you have like these pockets right here. So it just like kind of keeps your core warm. So it works really well. So there's one of my winter camping tips. This is one of those, stoves off of Amazon. And I'm pretty sure this thing was only like 45 bucks. So it's pretty price comparable to the Mr. Buddy heater because that's the secondary heater that I have. I have it tonight with me just so I can, just as a backup option, just in case this fails on me. It uses the same propane as your Jetboil does. You can hide this underneath here so it packs down really small. You can use this as a stove and then you can use it as a heater. Stove, heater, and then you have these knobs up here so you can control how much heat you want coming up. Just the heater itself is just a really good size versus the Buddy heater that's a lot bigger. So that's how big it is in comparison. Cold. I organized the truck tote similar to the camping kitchen tote. So I got the divider in here with the felt box. On this side I got just some normal truck stuff like, Fix-A-Flat just in case. I have a fire extinguisher in here. I have a life straw. I got some Crown Royal for when it gets real cold, a battery jumper pack, a shovel, tire plug repair kit, a knife. I got a saw, some plastic bags here. I got some ponchos, gigantic Jetboil, blue, fake Jetboil as I call it. And then inside of here we just have miscellaneous things, trash bags, duct tape, extra toothpaste. I'm gonna have to open up more of these, a chainsaw thing. And then over here I brought a kitchen rag just in case we spill things in here, and then some extra fuel, so I'm actually going to grab this. And then I also have a little dustpan for inside here, and then my air compressor, and that's pretty much it that's in here. So just the bare minimum of what I need. Let's get this fire pit together before my toes freeze off. So that is working. Definitely getting hotter, which is good. I'm still trying to figure out kind of the best configuration. This is the first time I've had the dog with me, so I was trying to figure out a place for her to sit. Let me just show you guys, give you guys a little walk around. This is the front of the bed. It's a little bit tough to film in here. There's just not a lot of room. I'm still trying to figure out where to put the camera. I got 2 of the floors for the GFC, and then I pretty much have all of my junk up here, which is quite a bit. I have the battery in here because I don't want it to freeze, and I'm charging a couple things. I got the little organizer hung up. Let me get this fan going so we can circulate some of this air here. So I believe there are 3 settings, so this is the lowest setting. So the heater gets hot probably like right around here. It's doing a pretty good job. It's staying quite warm in here now. Got some snacks with me. Got these vanilla wafers. These are pretty good. I got these Layers 3 cheese chips, and they're pretty good too. I got Rio's sleeping bag right here. I got my sleeping bag. Got my change of clothes with my extra sweater in there. Got some pillows. I got an extra blanket. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it. There's my hat. My bottle of water that I'm really trying not to freeze. Rio's water was already freezing outside. I also got my CO2 detector, so don't fret, guys. I am being safe using propane heat. And then inside of here, I'm going to actually crack a window now that I before I forget, I'm just gonna crack a small one because I'm gonna have the fan kind of circulating some air up here. Got my Garmin hanging, and then Rio's hanging out. This is where the rest of my food in my kitchen is. It's got a bunch of random food in there, and I do have my smaller cooler, so I brought that inside so it's easier to go grab a beer instead of having to walk outside. Then I'm using it as a shelf, like a little shelf here. And then I got my chanelas, you already know, so I can easily walk around outside. Still really, you know, experimenting and whatnot. Let me go hang these curtains. This is what we're looking like now. Looking pretty good. I love these curtains. I love the pattern on them, actually. It's pretty awesome. I wish these string lights were a little bit brighter, but that's okay. It's really not supposed to get that cold out. It's only supposed to be like a low of, I think, 35, like, yeah, 25 or so. I'm gonna grab some hand warmers and put them in my socks, because that's pretty much the only thing that's cold on me. It looks colder than it is. Alright, so we bought Rio a sleeping bag a couple months ago, but we really haven't used it. So I brought it with us because I knew it was going to be kind of a colder night, so that's why she's also wearing her jacket. Let me show you guys what it looks like. It packs down pretty small. Lay down. There we go. There we go. It was alright. I wouldn't buy it again, I don't think. It tastes like it would be really good in bread. Like some beer bread or something. So I did get a new Dutch oven, and I'm really stoked to use that eventually when we go someplace that actually allows fires. I'm really hoping to put it on like a campfire type of thing is kind of what I was envisioning for the first time of using it. But if there's anything that you guys want to see baked on it, a couple ideas that I have is like lasagna, some type of bread, definitely pizza, calzones or something, you know, something that you can bake. But if there's something you guys want to see, comment down below. It's time to make some dinner. So let me show you what I got going on over here. This is kind of just like the, you know, the food storage tote, the dry food storage. So I got a lot of different stuff, but what I'm going to do tonight is grab this because I might have some whiskey. It's just that time. Got the Yuko fork and spoon combo, and then I got a big spoon. Just in case I have one of these, Mountain House, which the long spoon comes in handy. And then inside of here I got my 2-bowl set. That's all I need from here. You know, I guess I could cook the ramen broth in this. Doesn't look very good, but this is the ramen kit from Costco. Heat up the broth, bring to a boil, add the noodles, and then place the sauce packets and stuff in there. So I'm going to cook that directly in here. So we got the noodles over here. And we also have some cashew pork that you add to this broth as soon as it starts boiling. And then we got vegetable toppings, and I think you just add that to the top. Let's go ahead and throw the nudes in there. That's handy. Throw the cashew pork. So the ramen is all ready to go. Whew. Smells so good. It's got a little kick at the end, but it's good. I would give this like a 7.5 out of 10, I think. Oh yeah, those are like perfectly al dente. This is some of that cashew pork. Pork is okay. I'm just not a big fan of like fat like that. It needs to be like crispy, you know, it just can't be mushy fat, and that's kind of what this has. Might put on a movie. I downloaded Netflix on my smaller laptop. Into the Wild. I've actually never watched this, so while I'm out here, I figured, why not?
You left all your shit on my dash. Keep it. Well, suit yourself. Thanks again.
Using the organizer pouch for the GFC, I'm able to hang this little tablet thing. Another purpose that it's serving is being able to hold a small laptop or, you know, even an iPad. But this way I'm able to stand, hang out by the fire, watch a movie. Rio's sleeping over there. I'm about to get the bed all set up. That's why I got all this stuff out here. I opened up the sleeping bag just to let it air out and try and get warm. This heater's definitely keeping the edge off, but I'll probably bring the buddy heater in here later tonight because the buddy heater will get it pretty hot in here, I think. This thing is keeping it super toasty in here. I'm gonna need to open some more windows. For sure. How you doing? No kisses. No. It got cold last night. At 25 degrees right now. I just sleep real. Turned on the heat at about 6 a.m. Warmed it up a little bit and I went back to sleep. This is why I never boil water over a stove. It takes forever versus using a, you know, jet boil type of thing. But breakfast of champions right now. We're gonna make some mac and cheese, and then I'm just gonna have some coffee. Look at the mess you're making. Whiskey in there. Probably should wash that out. So there's a lot of potential with this little stove. I like that you can dual purpose using it as a stove and also as a heater. However, as the heater, it really doesn't put out as much heat as like something like a buddy heater. I'm not sure what the BTUs on this one is, but I'll look it up and see, because there was quite a big difference. When we were inside yet last night, I had this running most of the night when we were hanging out. Took the edge off, but it was still pretty cold in there. But when I put the buddy heater on, it was just like instant hot on the lowest setting using the buddy heater. So definitely like the buddy heater more for when it gets this cold. This Blue Tree camp area is definitely really cool. I kind of like this area a lot more than I do off of Deer Creek. I was not looking forward to getting out of bed and putting camp away, but luckily with the sun, it's been pretty nice. So I do have wool socks on, I got my boots on, and I do have these black pants on with a base layer underneath. And with the black pants, it definitely, the sun kind of like really absorbs into the black. Let's check and see if breakfast is done. As I'm breaking up camping as well, I am keeping a fresh pair of hand warmers in my pockets. I put the mac and cheese inside of this to help it, you know, cook a little bit better. Sometimes, especially when it's cold out, it's a little bit tough. Looks like the noodles are cooked. Just got to put the sauce in there. These are usually better with, like, you know, microwaved. If you guys want to see more GFC camping videos, tap on the play card below.